Italy is a difficult moment because there is no more money. So
It's like here.
yes, they have to cut, but everywhere and everybody is not this governor, but always in the big city in which the administration is made by another side of the political landscape, they have to cut because there is no more really money enough. So, okay, it's a difficult moment. I think that for cultural, artistic things, a difficult moment is a good moment. I know that it's not comfortable, but I think that it's better this than too much money and no great reason to do things. So to be hungry is not bad for our jobs. I mean, and I think that we have no much time. We are in hurry. And we have to find another model, economic, just to carry on to make theater and music and opera and meetings. We have to study all together a different model, because if we stay there to wait for money from the state, or no, this is finished. This doesn't exist anymore. Okay, writing is a little. Writing is not an industry with a lot of public money. It's an industry that works with just the money that has. Different is theater or cinema. And it's harder also for me in a different way. For example, I have a school just for students, for young that want to work in the theater, movies, television, newspapers, okay? Storytellers, okay? If there is no market, if there is no job, they don't come here to school to understand a job that doesn't exist. And so for us it's difficult because it's difficult to find, for us, money to make a school, and, for example. And make a movie now, in Italy it's very, very difficult. Make a movie not commercial, I mean a little bit full of risk. It's very, very difficult. I made my first movie 2 years ago, but we started with the production to work, and for that 8 years ago. So 5 years for just to take money, find production, find distribution. So, you know, it's not enough to be a good and famous writer. You can, and
That's misunderstanding about success, because you get success because you work very hard. They don't know the story behind the success, you know.
yeah, there are many stories behind the success, many. But finally, I think that for the young people, there are many in Italy. There are possibilities. There are good possibilities. You have to work hard, and with a lot of imagination, because now you have to study a different way, a completely different way. If I am able to resume, for example, make a theater, to be owner of a theater, okay? Now we think that it's impossible if you have not public money, okay? Because every time you go on the stage, you lose money, okay? And that's true or not true, okay? Probably it's true in this way of making things. But it's not true at all in another way to make things. So in a world in which you have big and powerful public theater, you can't make private theater. But it's for magical. Every public theater goes away and disappear, and the market changed completely. it's a good thing to make a theater. Absolutely, it's a good business if you want. Of course, with the public money, we can help this market to keep quality and imagination and risk, and is exactly what the public money does, for example, for the books, for the newspapers. They help, but basically the newspaper is not public, and the books, there is no a public publishing house in Italy, I think also here. Why the public opera? Why not some private man who make business with this? Okay, and the answer is because there is the state and public opera that works and can lose every year a lot of money. And so if your competitor is someone that who can put away a ton of money every year, you can not compete really.
But the problem is that the average taste of, for example, the Dutch people is quite terrible, you know. Mm-hmm. So if we become commercial, when you see television now,
we have no
the program,
demonstration of that.
The program in which you are in on Sunday is the only program which talks about foreign books. There's nothing else on television anymore.
Neither too.
But that's what I'm afraid of, that civilization, disappears, and that all becomes commercial, and the taste of the average thing. And when you watch television one evening, it's just horrible. Well, I have the choice not to look, of course, and to read good books, but...
Yes.
It's a difficult discussion, I think.
No, it's very delicate. But, I mean, there is one way to understand everything, very instinctive. And maybe it's not the best. For me, also, the first thing that I can think is just defend the quality and the culture, the public money to go, because the television, okay, just stop it, go back to your home, drink something, and think. Because the first answer is not a good answer in this moment. And finally, there is no more money, so you have to change, because there is no other possibility.